Refresh that. Hello guys, how are we all? We are here for EIR, as you can see. We are here for round 17, not that many rounds to go. And we're heading to the streets of Baku. Yeah, I hope everyone's had a lovely weekend. Yeah, not really much else to kind of really talk about, really. Apart from this isn't working for some reason. Let's see if I can get it working before. Oh, bugger off. I don't really want to hear about that. We only have 11, but we should have 12 because Joe is his Wi-Fi decided that it no longer wanted to be Wi-Fi. Yeah. Is that not working? Oh, I don't want to do this. But haven't got anyone going out to circuit just yet, so. We do have someone out on track. We've got Light Shock in the Mercedes. Was inherited the win last season. Not last season, last week. After a penalty from the stewards was given out to Hog for forcing Mr. DJ CJ off circuit. So he finished, I think, P6 in the end. Joe also was given a time penalty at the end of the session. Why is it not working? Is that not the one that I need? Oh, it was working earlier. Right, Joe's now about to get in, but he's going to be in a different car compared to what he's usually in. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on with Gangster Al has already died as Light Shock heads through the streets of Baku. I need to get my Cannon Monster open, so bear with. For anyone that knows me, whenever I stream, F1 at least, I always have some sort of Cannon Monster to hand. And tonight is no different. But if you are in chat, if you're new here as well, feel free to follow. It is free. You can subscribe as well, but it's not necessary. But here comes Lightshot. Will be the first driver to set a lap time on the board. Got a couple of drivers on laps as well. CSR Wolf being the next driver to start his lap. Light shot to the end of the line. It's a 138.8. Hello, Dan. How are you, my friend? Welcome back to EIR. I think it's been quite a while since you last raced here. But welcome back. Yeah, I don't think RLT is going to want to work for me today. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to do a lot more work. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. Not the end of the world, I can just do it manually, but a bit of a pain that way. And Christakis, or Christakis, sorry, goes to P2. Let's go on board with Optic as he's the next driver to cross the line. Goes into third. I don't know if it's Havoc or Wolf. It'll be Wolf. The next driver to complete a lap. I might DC mid-game since my game pass has ended today in case... yeah, I saw that. I believe it ends at 12. Because mine actually runs out tomorrow as well. If it says today, then it finishes at 12. It always runs out at the end of the kind of day, I suppose. Here comes CSR Wolf to the line. What can he do on his first flying lap? Goes to 4th. Let's jump on board with Havoc. Not having the greatest of seasons so far. But he'll be looking to improve this week. Not sure if... I think he's actually starting a lap. I think he's done an extra lap. So we'll get on board with Brad, who's not also on a lap. I don't think anyone else will be. Thursday F1, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. We've been replied, this is Light Shot. Oh, why have you got a new name? Or is this one that you... I'm so confused. My Twitch is still suspended, so I'm using another account. What did you do? How have you been suspended on Twitch? What did you do? Alright, let's get on board. Havoc goes to 5th. Got unfairly suspended for fraud. I'm not the only one it's happened to. Oh. How do you cause fraud on Twitch, though? That's what I don't understand. That literally makes no sense. It's Twitch being Twitch. To be fair, when I get my new PC up and running, I might transfer everything over to Kick. Potentially. I'm not 100% sure. But a lot of people have had the same, and when they try to appeal, it gets immediately rejected. That'll just be the bot then, wouldn't it? Oh, and Wolf is now retired. And so is Daniel Gamer has retired at the start of his lap. Probably, yeah. Oh, John has no front wing. And have it a little bit wide into turn 1. Bradford on a lap as well. Bruh, I tapped the wall and my tyre came off. That sounds a bit like F1, I can't lie. That is just the F1 game all over, I can't lie. To be fair, the amount of times that you hit the wall like ever so slightly, it just rips your tyre off. It's actually unreal. Here comes Brad, who again isn't on a flying lap. I think he is going slightly quicker. I'd imagine we'll see him come into the pits fairly soon with just under 9 minutes remaining in this qualifying session as Brad heads to the line. Still probably gonna go 6th. So He improves, but not by a whole lot. Oh, Mr. DJ CJ getting all out of shape through that corner. Actually, I don't even think I tapped it. Would go. Again, this is the F1 games we are talking about here. We all know that it's a very odd game. That is a Haas. Slightly ahead, so that will be Havoc crossing the line. I believe he'll be going again. Pretty weird bugs, yeah. Mr. DJ CJ to the top of the list. Your ad is about to start, yeah, in 19 minutes. I don't know why it says that. So it's Mercedes 1-2 in the streets of Baku. Oh, that fucking line. Fucking love it. The Havoc will be definitely not going full, but to be honest, the bugs only restarted after. Mate, 23 got better nearer to the end of its life cycle. Like, that's something I think Brad nearly just put himself into the wall. I think that's what everyone can say, that it did start to get better. Joe currently sat in 4th place. I don't think he's done a very quick lap either. Let's go on board with BXTN as Bradford is coming into the pits, I would imagine. He is indeed. F1 25 needs to be like 23. No, it needs to be like 21 where there is literally hardly anything wrong with it. Actually, you have just reminded me, I need to put an announcement in. I'll do it tomorrow because by the time I finish tonight, it'll be quite late. So I'll have to yeah. I am incredibly tired though, so as soon as I finish with the stream, I'm going straight to bed. I'll probably go on TikTok though, to be fair. As BXCN goes to line and goes quickest with a 1:38.7. Is there any stewards in the EIR? Yeah, I'm one of them. Optic is, Havoc is, and Brad is. Why do you ask? I mean, we have like an appeal team as well, but I don't know where Chris has gone, to be fair. He hasn't really said anything in absolute ages. Right, let's have a look. Who's on the lap? We've got Pog, just in case you needed more. Well, like I said, I've got to make an announcement. I'll do that tomorrow, though, when it's a little bit more early. It's pretty much regarding the future of EIR, really. And, it's not like a bad announcement. I think and on the Pog, with his first lap on the board, goes to 7th. So that's everyone that has completed the lap. BXTN still out on circuit. We've got Krista Kiss, who is on a slow lap. Has run out of fuel, I believe. Pardon me. Yeah, the announcement, I don't know what time the announcement will be out, but there will be an announcement sometime tomorrow. It depends on whether my son's going to school or not. Na 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 na. Here comes Lightshot to start his next run out, and I believe Pog may. He'll be coming in for a new set of the old tyres, I'd imagine. And before anyone asks, yes, I know Joe's not supposed to be in the McLaren, but because he joined late, apparently McLaren was the only car that he could choose. So that is the car that he's running tonight. Obviously, the points and that will still go towards Red Bull. And I was doing some sort of calculations earlier. I believe Joe can win the title in about 3 rounds' time, I think. Have it on a lap himself. He's got on board with Lightshot as he's doing another outlap by the looks of things. For any of the main suspects that are usually on the podium, there won't be a podium interview tonight because I am absolutely shattered. I can't lie. So there won't be any podium interviews tonight. I just want to finish the stream and then get to bed. Because my sleep pattern is god awful. I can't even lie. Right, let's have a look at the Lightshot. We've got Optic also on a lap. He's just started his. I believe Havoc is also on a lap as well. He hasn't done a relatively quick time, so oh, that's the wall. I have a feeling we might have a few DNFs tonight. I mean, we've already had 3 in qualifying. I think Red Lap is a contender for the lap of the season. Oh, definitely. I mean, if I had my PC, I could show you the cursor, but like you're at the bottom. It's a great lap. To be fair, starting last at Baku isn't like the worst thing. To be fair, start on mediums. That's all I'm gonna say. And I have it to the line. Did he even improve? I'm also not good on this game. Nah, I don't think anyone is nowadays. Oh, it is literally the last few seconds. I don't think Brad has got enough time to get to the line here. And I think he's just realised that. My driving has been getting worse since 2022. Lightshot goes to the top of the leaderboard. This is where the times will come, and I'm the Pog doesn't also make it in time. And he'll be starting quite a long way down. Optic comes into the pits, let Joe on an absolute flyer of the lap. Oh, Christakis hits the curb, and that is going to be his qualifying over. BXTN on an absolute charge. Lightshot not on a lap now. BXTN, can he take I think his second pole position in a week? Can he do it again tonight? DRS wide open, and it's pole position for BXTN. Here comes Mr. DJ CJ though. Oh, the Lightshot is retired on circuit. Naughty. To be fair, qualifying's over, so he might get away with that. Here he comes. Is it going to be pole? It's not. It's P2 for Mr. GJCJ. Oh, is that fuel? Yeah, no worries, mate. Here comes Havoc coming into the pits, and that might be qualifying over and done with. And BXTN is on pole position for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. I need to put a post in the thingy. Haven't clipped the castle for a while. Everyone's crashing already. It's lovely things you love to see. Everyone, we will start at 21:01 because I can't be asked to do 5 minutes. Na 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 na. So BXN on pole, followed by Mr. DJ CJ, followed by Light Shot as well. And now we chill for 3 minutes. You can probably hear my TV because my TV's quite loud. I've had to reset it, like, well, not the TV, but I've had to. Mia Kiggin, thank you for the follow. Hope you're well. Have you just come over from Molly's? I don't want to say you have, but I appreciate the follow. I do plan on streaming a lot more than just F1 because F1 gets so boring every now and then. Right, formation. I think I turned on. Yes. Tyre. Oh, a lot of people going with the hard. Right, calling it now. Actually, does this work? No, still don't work. I don't know what's wrong with it. I have to reset that and all that kind of shit. Add starts. I should get the race start in just before. I don't even know if EIR is actually one for it, but actually I do know one that is. Yeah, it's still not working. Right, formation lap is underway. We're about halfway through, I'd say. And Gangster Al and Daniel Gamer have already been disqualified from the formation lap. Not starting very well, lads, is it? After a slight delayed start to the proceedings, I've finally got it underway. As this formation lap finally comes to an end. I'm going to go on board with DJ CJ, because actually we'll go on board with a light shot. Because you ain't going to be able to see that much from there. Here we go. We have 4, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And it looks like it's a good start, and it's light shot going round the outside of his teammate. The teammates, I think they just collided. Daniel Gamer gets past Gangster Al. No. Oh, that looked like a Williams. Oh, there's a big crash at the back. Christakis has been spun round. There's a bit of front wing. I don't know whose front wing that is. I think Christakis is fine. Thanks to Owls, I think is also fine. It might be Daniel's. It is going to be Daniel. Dan Gamer's front wing is off. Well, half of it is off anyway. It looked like there was more contact in there, so there might be another driver with a bit of a front wing. Under Pog up to 6th. I don't know if he started 6th, but he's up to 6th now anyway. Bradford in his new McLaren. I say new. He's been in it for 2 weeks now, so it's not exactly new. He was in... Daniel Gamer has now completely broken that front wing off. So that is going to require a pit stop. Unless he puts it into a wall. Which is doing quite well not to do, I suppose. That's going to hit the wall. Oh, right, tell a lie. Right, anyway, let's have a look. Joe up into 4th. And the Pog now starting to make his way up this leaderboard. Here comes Joe for a fairly simple move into turn 1. Before turn 1, actually. Pog will be looking to try and get past Optic. Optic has been doing extremely well this season. He may get the shout for the driver of the season. We do award Daniel Gamer with a 10-second time play. Not a retirement, so a big respect to Dan there. Still a long way to go in this Grand Prix. and anything can happen, especially with the likes of Havoc in the lobby. He might cause a safety car, he usually does. And if he's watching this, get mad. Yeah, so John rocking the Red Bull for this season. Not sure what next season brings for everyone. That will be all revealed soon, I would imagine. Light Shock, will he be going for back-to-back wins? Now, bearing in mind, I did talk about how Joe could win the title in a few races' time. That is if he wins every race with the maximum points. So in a normal weekend, the highest he can get is 27. So 25 for the race win, a point for the fastest lap, which sometimes he gets, and then also another point for having a clean race. Light Shock, Let Joe getting the fastest lap of the Grand Prix so far. Has John been able to make any inroads? No, not really. It looks like Optic is holding it on his own currently. We've got Havoc onto the back. Oh, and that, I thought Brad took off his wheel then, but it looks like Havoc is going to be gearing up and move here. It looks like Brad is suffering with some sort of damage in the ears. The right hand end plate there has come off, so that is going to make him lose a bit of downforce, as you can see, as he nearly spins it into the wall. Keeps it out of the wall and then grazes the wall there, and that's going to give Havoc a good run going down the long main straight. A big old look up ahead of him. And Kostakis is now, oh, and Havoc getting all out of shape as well. Oh, and Havoc's into the wall. He's taking his front wing. He's taking another bit of his front wing off. And the pressure got to him. Even though he's watching the stream and I put him off. Get mad. I'm joking. I'm not that harsh. That is, I don't know if he'll come in though. I mean, everyone will get points because top 12 score points, and there is only 12 people. Light Shock takes the lead of this Grand Prix. Let Joe with the fastest lap. And I'm the Pog finally gets past Optic. A little bit squeezing him out there. Optic looking to the inside. Doesn't think of the move. Havoc does indeed come into the pits. He should get ahead of Dan. So that leaves Kostakis. I don't even know how to say his name. I'm sorry. I'm just going to call you Chris. It's so much easier. Chris now will have the opportunity to try and get past the McLaren driver. Talking of a McLaren driver, the stand-in McLaren driver. Oh, and that's Mr. GJCJ into the wall. I don't think he's broke any of his front wing though. He might have broke it slightly maybe, but nothing too bad by the looks of things. Got through the castle section fairly decent. It was very close to the wall, I can't lie. BXTN will now have the power of the DRS down that long back straight. That sounded like Joe hitting the wall there, I can't lie. That is probably going to give John a little bit of an insightful thing there. And Havoc does indeed. Nearly puts himself into the wall again as we get on board with him. Gangster Owl up into 10th place. Here comes Chris on the back of Brad. Brad is having some front wing damage though, so when he comes into the pits, BXTN gets into the lead. Optic then gets past Pog into turn 1. Here comes Chris onto the inside of the McLaren driver, and that is P8 for the Alpine driver. he will now have his eyes set. And here comes on the Pog, getting that place back as well. Big old lock up from Mr. GJC, who I think has just hit the wall again. It might have slight front wing damage. I have a feeling. It might be like a slight lime green. Not lime green. Actually, it could be lime green, actually. I don't know. Let's have a look at Havoc, because he likes to get really up close. Actually, we'll go on board with the Alpine driver as he starts to hunt down a Wolf. And with that front wing damage, that is going to cost Bradford a lot of time eventually when he comes into the pits. Light Shock and Joe now onto the back of BXCN as they head down that long back straight. Let's get on board with the championship leader and current world champion as he looks to pick up his oh, hang on, let me think. Third title, I think. And Light Shock gets back into the lead. Yeah, SRL season 1, Joe won, I think. And he won last season. So yeah, this would be his third title, I would say, I think. Yeah, these two can hold up. Optic back past Pog. Very clean racing between these two. Brad now back within the DRS of Chris. And Wolf picks up a time penalty. Oh, Brad, I think he's gonna have to come into the pits, I think. That front wing is causing him all sorts of problems. As CSR Wolf is now going to be under a bit of pressure. Here comes BXCN as well. Let's get a little bit further down. Let's get on board with the Red Bull driver as he moves up into P5. But as we've seen so far, Optic might come back at him, but his tyres might be starting to fall off, and Wolf has retired. I believe he has come into the pits and retired. That's a shame to see. Well, I think his car is just... I think you can overtake against her, don't worry. It's a retired car you can overtake. She's just given up all that time. Daniel Gamer back into the pits. I have a feeling he might have another broken front wing. It is indeed. And he'll be serving that 10-second time penalty. Optic now still on the back of John. Our first ever champion in the history of EIR. So, for people who don't know, it was SRL before changing it, and then it was what was it? No. What was it? SVOR, that was it. I remember eventually. So, yeah, this league's been around since 2019, so this would be our 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. It would be our 6th year anniversary this year. Whether we make it to a 7th year, I don't really know. Which is what my announcement will be all about. But we do have a backup plan, just in case. So, fingers crossed. The heart and soul of EIR doesn't end. It might just be the F1 side. Here comes Havoc though. DRS wide open. And that's a fairly easy move for the Haas driver. The only Haas here tonight because his teammate is... I don't actually know who his teammate is. Can't lie. What happened to you? Time is going down. Bruh. AI allowed. I'm pretty sure you asked me that last week. That is... No. Who is in the house? It's Reese, but Reese also isn't here tonight. For whatever reason. Oh! Havoc's into the wall again! Havoc is not having the greatest of races, is he? That's another front wing change. And the Pog again gets back past. Optic may try and outbrake him, but with the tyres starting to go off, it won't be too long until we start seeing the mediums probably coming in to the pits. Light Shock, I think, has realised not to underfuel his car all too much. Optic, on the other hand, has done so, probably in hopes of a safety car, which probably will happen eventually. On board with Light Shock, who's now in third. Joe has run off into the distance. DXCN into the pits. I'd say it won't be too long until they come to the pit. Bradford also into the pits. I would be imagining he's trying to get rid of that broken front wing. Havoc has, I think, stayed out on the broken front wing. Or did he come in? He's on 5-lap old mediums, so I think he's definitely stayed out. Will just about get out ahead of Brad, but Brad will be on those much fresher tyres. I do have a feeling he might have to come back into the pits as well, so let Joe lead this Grand Prix. Optic now out of the DRS. Let's get on board with BXTN as he'll be leading an absolute charge to get past Christakis, or Chris as it's probably a lot easier to call him. And Light Shock also comes in. Set of hards to the end. I'm the Pog into the podium position. Optic comes in for his pit stop. Should get way ahead of Havoc. There's Brad. Now looks to make a move. And that would be a fairly easy. Oh my god. The overspeed of that, Jesus Christ. I tell you what, Light Shock is going to come out in the lead here. Daniel Gaver picks up a 3-second time penalty. The first on-track penalty has been given out. But he's still going, even though he's had to pit twice for a new front wing. We are still going. Hello, child. What's the matter? Matter? No, you're not climbing up. I'm so sick of huh? I don't know. Where's the finish line? Where is it? Oh boy. Currently, Joe's winning. Huh? Is he fast like you? I think you might be faster, little man. Yeah. He's really quick though, isn't he? Yeah. Yeah, this is Joe that we're on board with. Oh! I'm the Pogs into the wall! And that is going to have to be, and I mean, you'll probably have to come in fairly soon anyway. Might be a little bit early compared to what he probably wanted to be. Havoc now picks up a 3-second time penalty. Huh? You want to see who wins? Alright. This is called a pit stop, okay? Yeah? So this is called a pit stop, Thomas. Okay? You see this? It's where the mechanics can change tyres, they can change the front wing. The car number? I don't know what number John's... I think he's got 91, I think. Yeah, we'll see. You think 94? Yeah. I think he's got 91 in his car. I've got another gangster hours out of this race, and we have a safety car. Sorry, Thomas. Oh. Okay, love you. Sorry, Thomas. He doesn't like a little bit of noise. That has helped Joe out so much. Light Shock might get out ahead of him. He might be making weird noises in the air. It's gonna be close. He's going 49. Light Shock will take this lead, I think. Oh no, I think Joe's gonna come out ahead. He does. Joe takes the lead of this Grand Prix. BXTN up into second. Optic will indeed have to slow down. I mean, this is how... Oh, he's been lapped. But he's coming back in. This might be a retirement, I can't lie. Yeah, it's going to be a retirement. 3, 2, 1, boom! Oh. He's going to go again, so... GG's, Dan. GG's. Some people would generally give up, aren't they? Just over half the race to go. Safety car. John coming back in for the pits for a set of mediums. So is Dan, to be fair. I think he's getting rid of his penalty, to be fair. Thanks to Al has indeed left the session. Safety car will probably be in potentially next lap, I would say. Yep, safety car is indeed coming in this lap. He's taking his sweet ass time. Ah, there we go, we're back underway. Oh. I mean, Joe's in a great position here. Probably best be on board with DJ, actually. That is someone ghosting. Who's ghosting? Dan. Dan, go out ghosting. Or did you leave? I can't tell if that's his AI driving or not. That's him. What the hell's going on here? Oh, it's because he's lapped, that's why. Bro's making... Oh no. Dan! Oh, Jesus. Oh, Joe's now left the game. Oh, let's not invite him back. Nah, I'm joking, I will. Invite to my game. Oh, I've got another safety car to deal with, so... That was the definition of a go close or go home. I went home. That is a GG. It's definitely something. I'll see you next week, maybe. Yeah, no worries, mate. You're doing quite well up until you've had your incident, but... And the manager's safety car will be in this lap. And then we'll be back underway. Oh. Joe. Oh. And we are back underway. Kostakis with a 10-second time penalty. That will probably get served at the end of this race. I need to sneeze. I need to invite Joe back. His bro's Wi-Fi is awful. So nice and love. That's so long. That's so long. As Light Shock leads this Grand Prix. Has Joe been able to get back in? Not yet. He's about to get overtaken by his teammate. John, if he somehow makes it onto the podium, I think currently at the moment my driver of the day. Actually, I haven't actually looked at position changes. Bradford gained 4, Lightshot gained 2, Poggers gained 2, Habits gained 1. Optic has lost 3 though, but he'll probably gain a couple of places fairly soon as we get back on board. Let's get on board with Optic actually, as he looks to overtake Havoc. And BXCN takes the lead, and Mr. GJCJ takes second place from his teammate. I mean, AI is on 80, so it won't be that hard to overtake, but the AI will fight back, so to speak, as he messaged me on here. Joe's Wi-Fi has indeed died. I'm sorry if I say I need you, but I'm not scared of love when I am with you. Yeah, Joe's Wi-Fi's died. Again. So that'll be a second 9th position in a row for the title contender, with his biggest rival being John picking up a 5th place. Well, it'll be... Kostaka's actually going to finish probably last, actually, with his 10-second time penalty. Oh. Mr. GJCJ fastest lap of the race. And Optic will be looking for this move, I would imagine, fairly soon. And Havoc has another broken front wing. Bro's problem in having a full functioning wing this week. Not that long to go now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. And the Pog does indeed get past Chris for P4. Seeing if Joe's said anything else. I'll give him one more invite. Oh, I can't even do that because he's not actually online. So, unfortunately, I think in the rules that we technically can't give him points because he's not under control of his car unless he can get back in within the next few laps. And it looks like Mr. DJ CJ is going to be taking this win as he pulls out a very nice gap to behind. Light shock on 11 lap old tyres, BXCN on 12 lap old tyres, so relatively the same. I'm the Pog on 7 lap old mediums after pitting again for a new set. So it's not a bad way to go. I mean, John's definitely had a very up and down race and weekend, I'd say. Not the greatest qualifying performance, but has definitely had a better race, so to speak, and I think he'll be fairly proud of a P4, maybe a podium if he can get, unless any of the, let me see if any of the front three have any sort of penalties coming their way. So there's a warning and a warning, so he could be one warning away from a penalty. Light shock also a warning and no other ones. BXTN is clean. I don't know how you would pick up a penalty around here, to be honest. Probably this corner, definitely. You can easily cut that. This corner as well, potentially. Actually, no, you can't cut that corner no more. You run up wide here, which is probably where some people, and then I think the next heavy braking zone is also quite a easy way to cut. Was that Joe picking his car? It was indeed. So he will pick points up. I didn't even see him join the lobby, to be fair. Tell you what, Light Shock's now starting to creep back up to the back of Mr. DJ CJ, and it doesn't look like BXN really has any straight line speed. Here comes Optic onto the back of Brad. Has Brad... I don't know if he's got any front wing damage, but here comes Optic to the inside. Should be a fairly easy move for the Williams driver on the McLaren. Mercedes power versus Mercedes power. And the Williams comes out on top. And let Joe back into the pits once again for a set of soft tyres to go to the end and to pick up that extra point. Because I don't think he was really going to catch up to Havoc. But Havoc does have a 3-second time penalty, but that is pretty much gone And it's not really going to affect him now. Unless Joe can somehow make up 20 seconds in a lap and a half. Which wouldn't surprise me if he could, to be honest. Actually, no, it's like 2 laps, 2.5 laps. I'm sorry if I say I miss you, 'cause I'm not saying I love you. They need to sort this bloody glitch out as well. It's so annoying. Here comes BXTN. I don't know why I'm watching TikTok lives. I can't hear anything because I've got the phone turned down. There is penultimate lap. It's all going to determine. I don't think anyone will be making any overtakes until the last lap, personally. So Chris would lose 2 positions with his 10 seconds. I mean, if he can prove that it was a bullshit penalty, then he can technically get it removed, I guess. As we head to the final lap now. Final lap. Here we go, this will be the run to the line. Light shot in that prime position if he can get a good exit. And he does. Can he get it at the end as the time keeps coming down? Can he grab the win? DRS wide open, can he get it to the line? He's gonna win the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. I'm Mr. DJ CJ, finishes in P2, BXCN in P3, I'm the Pog in P4, Chris in P5, but I think we'll move down to P7. Chris Optic finally gets to the 5th place, Christakis will finish in 7th, Havoc will come home in 8th, and Joe will come home. Yeah, there's no podium interview because I'm seriously so tired. But a not Red Bull 1-2, a Mercedes 1-2. Light Shock wins on the final straight. I'm Mr. DJ CJ. Will finish in P2. BXTN. Great when your dad pulls the plugs out the everything about the race, and it shows how bad this game is. Definitely. BXTN in P3, I'm the Pog P4, Optic P5, Bradford in P6, Chris in P7, Havoc P8, and Joe finishes in P9. Out of the race, we saw Daniel, Gangster Owl, and CSR Wolf. That is going to be it from me today. We will be back next week at... where are we next week? We are heading to the streets of Singapore, so it's going to be a very long one. But we will be here, and hopefully it'll be a decent race. I will be live again. Rolling, please. Can you go into AI mode for the entire formation lap? I wouldn't say for the entire formation lap. But I'll... Yeah. Not under safety cars, no. That's a big no-no. But yeah, I will be live again next Sunday for Orion. It's been an absolute pleasure to stream for you once again. I will see you soon, and goodbye.